Có nên du học và theo đuổi sự nghiệp hàng không tại Úc?
Right now, it is the most incredible time to be in aviation. I've been in this industry for 44 years, and I've never seen it like this ever. The opportunities at every single level, 800,000 pilots needed in the next 20 years, 1 million managers to manage airports and airlines, and 800,000 engineers to work on these aircraft. We currently, pre-COVID 2019 range, we had 4 billion passengers traveling, and that averaged about 26,000 airplanes at the peak of every travel day. They want to bring that up to 8 billion, 54,000 airplanes at the peak of every travel day. So the shortage of pilots and the shortage of managers and engineers is creating the best opportunity for students right now.
How many types of aviation degrees does Central Queensland University offer for international students?
Central Queensland University offers pilot training, and we're rather unique in this. We're the only university in Australia right now that takes an international student all the way from 0 flight time all the way up to commercial pilot multi-engine instrument command, which is what is required to fly for an airline. So we also have the opportunity for our graduates and international students will have time on their visas at the completion of their degree where they can apply to fly with one of our regional partners. So they will have the ability to get a job and fly commercially at the same time, so they'll be able to build a little bit of flight time. Our aviation management degree, we're not teaching students how to be gate agents or baggage handlers. We're teaching our students how to manage an airline, how to manage an airport. When Vietnam Airlines goes to an airport, a new airport, they have to negotiate with that airport to get a gate position. So there's somebody for the airline who's negotiating with somebody from the airport on which gates they can get and what time slots they can get. And so that's part of the management process. So for our students who graduate, they will have the opportunity to work in the flight ops, flight dispatch, so they're matching flight crews with airplanes, and you have to know how much time is left and what kind of scheduling issues there will be on a global scale for a large airline. Our third degree is engineering. So we have 2 Bachelor of Aviation Engineering. One is in avionics. So all of the radios, all of the navigation equipment, communication equipment that works on a flight deck, we have a specialization in that. The second one will be in the mechanical engineering side. So there's not one person who works on the whole of the airplane. So there are people who focus specifically on engines, or they focus specifically on the electrical system or the hydraulics. So in the engineering degree, they can specialize. They will learn how to do the basics, but they will be able to specialize off into areas that are very unique. And these are EASA, which is the European qualification that is highly valued around the globe. Again, our pilots, they come out with a commercial pilot license authorized and issued by CASA, which is the Civil Aviation Safety Authority of Australia.
What are some benefits of learning aviation at CQU?
At aviation at CQU, as I mentioned about the pilots, our students who graduate have the opportunity to interview for a flying job in Australia. So there's an opportunity there. Our management students in year 3 have what is called work integrated learning, where they will spend 240 hours working for an airline or an airport system in Australia. And that is so that they can learn the ins and outs. Now, during the work integrated learning program, we do want the management students to see what it's like to be a baggage handler. We do want them to see what it's like to be a gate agent. So when they're working in the management offices and they understand how things are working, and our engineers will have the opportunity for apprenticeships while they were learning. So they will be taking classes with us, but they will also be doing hands-on work for a maintenance company at the same time.
What are the requirements for international students who want to study aviation in CQU?
The first thing that they're going to ask you for is a medical. Everybody who flies, me included, I always had to have a first-class medical. And it's not a requirement to have a first class on day one, but it is a requirement to hold a first-class level medical by the time you start flying for the commercial pilot license. So we recommend that our students come to us prepared. So go ahead and try to get that first-class medical done. English language level 4 is a requirement, and that will be testable upon arrival. So we don't require higher level maths. We recommend entry-level physics, because aviation for pilot students is about understanding how to work within the physical properties of aerodynamics. And if you're working on the management team, you have to understand the economics and the finance of why do we buy this airplane over that airplane, and we've got more passengers on this route during this season. Should we put a bigger airplane on there? How much more money will an airline make by putting on a different piece of equipment? And so there are numbers that need to be managed. So